What? Oh yeah, it's time for MIAMAFV!
What up,
Hey everybody, welcome to day 11 of MIAMAFV. Today I'm going to try to keep it real short and sweet because I've got one small, very specific idea that I want to communicate to you. It's this little meme that I've been spouting off in the PCP every now and then called Huey's Law. So let's not fuck around, let's get right into what it means. So Huey's Law is a reference to the Boondocks, one of my favorite shows of all time. It was on Adult Swim back in the day, one of the funniest, most biting social commentary satire shows of all fucking time. Not to mention some pretty sweet Japanimation. What I want to talk about specifically though is one moment from one episode of the show that has totally shaped the way that I perceive and consume and create art. If I recall correctly, it is episode 7 of season 1. The Christmas episode. So in the episode, Huey here gets put in charge of his elementary school Christmas play. And in case you're not familiar with the show, Huey here is this great Che Guevara worshipping revolutionary figure, the most wanted domestic terrorist in all of the United States. He's fucking great and he's a hero, and I love how he never smiles under any circumstances. Also, he loves Japan, period.
I love Japan, period.
Anyway, who cares? The point is, Huey is this like super genius level intellect surrounded by complete idiots who are totally unaware of the reality of the world that they live in. His grandfather, for example, is the absolute embodiment of the normie, while Huey here is the most black-pilled motherfucker in the world, no pun intended. So over the course of the events of the episode, Huey gets put in charge of the play, and at one point he's talking to his grandpa about something. The grandpa is watching a Christmas special and is fucking gushing his eyes out about how wonderful, like, the true spirit of Christmas is, you know, loving, caring, compassion, all that bullshit. And when Huey tries to drop some knowledge on him, Grandpa just totally shuts him down and rejects it. But it's immediately upon seeing that Huey has a revelation about how best to communicate his ideas. Let's take a look at a clip.
There was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host, praising God, and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men.
You hear that, boy? That's what Christmas is all about.
Actually, Granddad, Christmas is a pagan holiday. Truth is, Christmas evolved from the Roman holiday Saturnalia, a winter festival where men gave gifts to each other. They also would get drunk, have sex with each other, and beat their wives. People would act so crazy on Christmas, the holiday was outlawed by the Protestant Church until the 1800s. As a matter of fact, the United States Congress...
I'm sorry, boy. What was that?
I just explained the entire history of Christmas.
But it was boring, Huey.
And that's when it hit me. The world needed to see my vision, but I needed to dress it up first. It needed scale and drama and special effects.
And there you go. That, in a nutshell, is Huey's Law. See, when Granddad here doesn't understand a single fucking thing that Huey's trying to say because he gets bored, that's when Huey realizes you have to coat your medicine in honey if you want it to go down smooth. So what this means in terms of art is, if there's an idea that you want people to accept, you can't just give it to them and expect them to care enough to digest it properly and accept it as real, or true, or valuable, or whatever the case may be. In order to get people to believe anything, you have to sugarcoat it with retarded, bullshit, drama, special effects, spectacle to make them swallow it, so that down the line, once they've digested it, they can start to think back and unpack what they've just seen, and at that point, they can discover for themselves the idea that you've planted in their brain. That's what Huey's Law is. That in order to get people to give a shit about an idea, you have to dress it up with scale, drama, and special effects. Now, of course, there's other ways to do it. You can write a technical book and hope people read it, but if you want to reach a mass audience, that's the way to do it. Anyway, I see no point in going on any further. I think you should get the idea by now. That's Huey's Law. That's what I'm going to be referring to from this point on, and if you don't like it, go fuck yourself. Thanks for listening. That's the end of today's MIAMAFV, and I'll see you tomorrow.
And that's when it hit me. The world needed to see my vision, but I needed to dress it up first. It needed scale and drama and special effects.
Harambe!
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 Harambe!